Hello everyone and welcome back to another yoga flow. This morning I am so lucky to have the sun so warm and beautiful. You can barely see. So let's sit down, cross-legged, seated position, and our palms facing up. Just doing some breathing first. Taking a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. In and out. So first, warming up our wrists nice and quickly. Taking a breath in, leaning over to the right. And exhale, breath in, leaning over to the left. Breath in, leaning to the right. Exhale, and breathe in to the left. Exhale in between and go to the right. And exhale, come back to center, go to the left. Exhaling, we're going to come into a tabletop position. Cat and cow warm-up stretches. Hello, Junior. Quick kiss for him. Inhale, look up to the sky in cow. And exhale, come into cat. Inhale, look up to the sky, cow. Exhale, cat, abdomen engaged. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Amazing. So inhaling, coming into the last cow. Exhaling, we're going to jump or step to the front of our mat. Sun salutations to warm up our bodies before coming into the harder poses. So inhaling, look up, Samastiti. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, spine is straight, half lift. Exhale, come into a plank and lowering into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale in upward facing dog. And exhale into your first downward facing dog of the flow. 5 breaths as usual through the nose here. Pedaling out the feet if you wish. On our next inhale, looking to the front and stepping or jumping to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, coming back to Samastiti, hands to prayer. Inhale, hands up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your spine is straight. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale in upward facing dog. And exhale, let's go into the second downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Abdomen engaged. Knees micro bend if you wish. Equal weight distribution through the fingertips and the feet. Looking up and stepping or jumping to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, your spine straight. And exhale, coming back to Samastiti, hands in prayer. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward fold, straighter bent knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, coming into a plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, third downward facing dog. 5 breaths. On our next breath in, lifting that right leg and slowly opening the hip, bringing the leg to the other side three-legged dog with the hip opener. Breathe, feel the hip opening. And as we exhale, straightening the leg back, bringing it in front of us, and coming into a high crescent lunge. Inhale, look up to the sky, hands in prayer. Exhale, bring the hands down, and slowly come into a warrior two. Take a breath here before bringing the right hand on the right knee, left hand in the air, looking towards the fingertips in extended side angle. Stay and breathe here. Inhale and exhale, we're going to bring that left hand down to the mat, coming into a reversed side angle, right hand into the air. You can look up towards that right hand. Nice straight leg at the back. Or you can lift your hand behind your back and look towards the right shoulder, whichever one you feel fits your practice today. Slowly lowering the right hand, popping back into high crescent through warrior two, and we're going to come into trikonasana or triangle pose. Instead of trikonasana, coming into pyramid pose, so both feet facing the front of the mat, inhaling hands up, and exhale, bending down, not bending the back, keeping it straight, bending from our hips. We're going to lower down towards that right leg as far as your body lets you. You do not have to touch the mat. If you can only put your hands on your knees, that is perfectly okay. Breathing here. A similar stretch to a half split. Great for running. Can micro bend that knee if you're prone to hyperextension. And slowly, we're going to bend that right knee. Lift the left leg. Balancing here. Staying here. Or, if you wish, join me for a half moon pose by bringing the left hand into the air, looking ahead or looking at the mat for balance. Open up the hip, just like we did in that three-legged dog, and breathe. Slowly lowering, left hand to the mat, popping the other foot down, coming into lunge and coming into a fold over. Exhale and inhale, half lift. Exhale back to Samastiti. Amazing. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, your spine is straight. Exhale, step or jump to the back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, coming into a downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, activating our abdomen. On our next inhale, slowly raising our left leg into the air, this time three-legged dog, bending it and opening that hip, bringing it out, open up that hip, breathing, amazing. Slowly dropping the leg back to the mat, coming into a high crescent lunge. Inhale, hands to sky, and exhale, come into a warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle pose, looking towards the top hand, back leg nice and straight. Nice gentle stretch. Next inhale, bring that top hand to the mat, coming into a reverse extended side angle. And you can bring that hand down and look towards the shoulder if you wish, or keep it nice and straight up. Breathing. Keeping the breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, bringing the left hand or top hand back down into a lunge. Slowly coming back to a warrior two. And through our warrior two, coming into that pyramid pose. So both feet facing the front, back foot can be in a little bit of an angle. Tightening our core, inhaling hands up, and exhale, bending from the hip, back straight. Slowly leaning over, resting the hands on the knee or touching the floor if it allows you. With each breath, slowly going deeper into the stretch. Breathing. And gently bending that left leg, right leg into the air. Staying here with the two hands, balancing, or join me for a half moon pose. Keeping the left fingertips on the mat, right hand into the air. Breathing. Lowering that right hand, coming back to the mat, dropping the foot in the air down, through a lunge, popping ourselves back into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, Samastiti. Brilliant. Gathering ourselves and starting again. Inhaling, hands in prayer, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank and Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, come into a high Cobra. Staying here, breathe. Enjoying that nice deep stretch in the lower back and the glutes. And slowly transitioning into a child's pose. Breathing here. Stretching through the arms. Before moving through a cat and slowly making our way into tabletop. Pushing ourselves up into a plank. Nice and stable plank. Taking a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to come into a side plank. So starting off on our right hand, left hand into the air. And just staying here, or bringing that top leg onto the bottom leg. Opening up the hip, breathing. Keeping our hip from stooping towards the mat. Amazing. Slowly lower back, coming into our normal plank, taking a breath before hopping over onto the other side, putting that right leg on top of the left, if you wish, or keep them stacked. Breathing. And slowly, with control, lower back to a plank. Take a breath. and drop down those knees. Come onto your elbows. We're going to come into a dolphin pose, straightening out the legs, almost like a downward dog, except you're on your elbows. You can bend the knees if you wish, or pedal out your feet. Activate your abdomen. Use your shoulders. Before slowly lowering onto a low plank. And breathe here. Activate your core, keeping the back nice and safe. Breathe. Keep breathing. You're doing great. One more breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And now drop your knees down, lengthening through the hands, coming into an extended puppy pose. Hips above our knees. Breathe. Release the tension from that plank before slowly dropping the stomach to the mat and coming into a mini cobra. And breathe here, bringing those legs up. We're going to come into a boat pose. So inhale, lift up and maintain that gentle tension in your glutes, lifting the chest from the mat, breathing. Feel how different it is to breathe in this asana compared to the other ones. Stay breathing. Keep with the breath. Keep the chest lifted and slowly lower, but without fully lowering, extend the arms and the legs straight. Keep that chest lifted. Keep your glutes activated, your thighs engaged, shoulder blades together. Breathing and exhale, lower. On our next inhale, coming back to that mini cobra. And just taking a breath here. Breathe and exhale, pushing ourselves up, coming into tabletop. We're going to sit down on our sit bones, straightening out the left leg and the right leg, one by one. Back nice and straight. Inhaling, grabbing both feet by the toe and slowly lowering, or inhaling and slowly lowering by bringing our hands straight directly out from our hips through our extended legs. And if your body allows you, coming onto the elbows, a really nice forward sitting fold. Keep breathing, back straight, almost as if someone was behind you this whole time, gently pushing your back down and up without bending it. And just breathe here with each exhale. Get deeper into that stretch. Before slowly coming back up, bending the legs, and coming into a butterfly pose. Grabbing our toes, hands together, feet together. Gently giving them a little shake while breathing through our nose. And then inhale, and as you exhale, pushing ourselves forward. through the hip. Each exhale going deeper into that stretch. Feeling that amazing stretch through both of our hips. And just staying here breathing, enjoying this stretch, focusing on your breath and getting lost in the pose. Feel free to move from left to right gently and see how your hips feel with that little bit of added movement. And maintain the connection to your breath. On our next inhale, releasing the legs, lengthening them out. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bring the hands behind your back. Fingertips facing towards feet. Coming into reverse tabletop. Pushing ourselves up. Abdomen nicely activated. Inhaling, bringing that neck, if you wish, in line with your spine, nice and straight. Or you can look towards your feet, whatever's comfortable for your body. Stay breathing. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And on that next breath in, we're going to lift up our left leg and breathe. Breathe. Keep that core tight. And then lifting up the right leg. Keep that glute off the floor. Breathe. And slowly drop them back. Lowering down onto our sit bones. Straightening out the legs. Take a breath here and slowly make our way into Dandasana. Back nice and straight. Before coming down, lying down onto our backs, coming into Savasana, palms facing the sky, body fully on the mat. If you're like me and you have a tailbone problem, you can lift those legs so that your knees are touching, sole of the feet on the mat, and just breathing here. In through the nose and out through the nose. I want you to feel every single part of your body that is touching the mat. The heaviness of your body against the floor. As you breathe in, feel yourself becoming lighter. And as you exhale, really feel the weight of your body sinking into the ground. Rooting yourself into the soil through your breath. And staying here, breathing, or if this is the end of your practice with me, slowly rolling to the side and sitting up. And thank you for flowing with me today. I will see y'all in the next one.